Hi, what I'm going to do is this morning is a little video on how to sort of build your Facebook selling group a little bit more in detail, because this is the key. It's just like your customer base. You know, once you start with cleanings, you might just have a few customers. Well, I did on my first drop, and then over a period of time, it actually gets bigger because some people don't. They'll say not this time, maybe next time, and the next time you go around, the place a little order just to see how good you're going to be, and eventually that trust gets built. And then there's people now in Cleanies, you've got 1,000 customers and do 7,000 points a period now off that, which is making a 40,000 pound a year. But we can also do that online now, but it doesn't happen instantly. It takes a bit of time. So this is to answer a couple of questions, and a little bit to think out the box and how to sort of make sure people, by doing little tricks, that you can actually get your group to grow. So first of all, I suggest you join 60 groups. Not do all that in one day, because Facebook will shut you down. So just gently start adding the groups, if possible local. Start off with buying and selling groups, and then think a little bit out the box, because you're not going to have 60 buying and selling groups local to where you live. But by thinking outside the box and then eventually going national as well, you're going to expand that. So I'll just show you what I mean on that in a second. Right, there's obviously buying and selling groups in Time Out, but there's also other groups. Now there's this one where I live. A population around where I live is about 17,000. So there's a group called Time Out Then and Now. Well, what that is, from pictures from the past and pictures from the present. So usually on every day there's pictures, like obviously as it says, but every now and again somebody's putting a little advert on there. It might be just for a restaurant or a special offer, and people seem to like that. And last week, somebody actually put on, do you know a very good painter and decorator in Time Out? So I quickly went to my friend's website, copied it, put it on there. What happened was, as soon as I put it on, somebody came back, yeah, great, recommend him, yes, like, click, 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 and my friend's phone started ringing off the hook. So that's the power of actually getting an advert on there. But I'll talk about the interaction in a minute, because that gets you three bumps in a second. So just think outside the box. Once you've done the buying and selling groups, look for things around where you live, where there's other groups and sporting groups and all kinds of different things. So that can get you into a different group of people. We can target them with different clean, easy products. Then we can actually move on to sort of sporting groups around where you live as well. Now, obviously up here it's going to be Newcastle, but I've picked on some because we have got products in the Clean Easy catalogue that cover some of the football teams. So they don't just have one group. This is just one Manchester City supporters group, and there's 21,000 in that group. There's about 6 or 7 different Manchester City. So you could join that group and then just target some of the products that we've got, which we've got Manchester City on. And then the neighbours, Manchester United, they've got there's 40,000 in this group. There's a load of other groups as well they can actually join. So just thinking a little bit outside the box, look through the products in the catalogue, so you're all doing something different. But if you can target a product there, these groups have absolutely thousands of people in. So then another way to build your groups, is probably the best way to start with, is to ask all your customers offline when you're delivering the products, or by the way on Facebook. And if they say yes, they say, well, look, I'm only coming to see you at least once a month, but sometimes we'll have some amazing internet special offers where the products are even half price or more. I've got a little Facebook group. If you've got an email address, I can send you a link to join it, because I don't want you to miss out any of these special offers. Now, it's a good, very, very high chance they're going to join that. So make sure you do that and send them the link, so they gets in front of their noses straight away if there's going to be a special offer, because everybody wants to be treated special. So here's a trick as well. When you're selling products, ask a question in the advert that's going to get a comment or a like. Because what happens every time there's a comment or a like, it's a free bump for you. So the more questions people can ask, the better. Now, what happens then if somebody asks a question? Go back with another question, because somebody will come on there and answer it. And every time they're doing that, it's bumping you to the top of that particular group. and it's not false. So people, and if you get one of these threads that really start growing, somebody gets involved. I don't know what particular thing it's going to be, but it's going to be bumping all day long that your product will stay at the top of that group because you've asked a question or put something in it, or get them to like it, or some reason on top of that. So that's the first thing. Now, anybody who likes your question, but they haven't put anything in there, you can ask them if they'd like to join your group. And then put in, when you're sending them the message about joining the group, that you've got to have some amazing special offers and you don't want them to miss out on it. And obviously, anybody who buys from your group, anybody who buys a product, make sure that they get connected and ask them to refer the group to other people they know. So that will help your group expand as well. Now, don't forget about your normal Facebook page. And I've got to be guilty of this. I had a friend a couple of weeks ago said, have I left Facebook? And because I've always usually pushing stories or quotes or something down there. Completely stopped the quotes altogether now. I mean, still remembering to go back and put a few stories back, but go back to your normal page and just ask people about a product, or say you've set up a group and there's some special offers, would you like to join? When you actually post the product to say at the bottom, always put at the bottom that you've got a group to join. There's some amazing products. So it's like a signature file, if you know what that, on the bottom of your emails. Always have at the bottom, so somebody might click on it or refer it or forward it on to somebody else, and they can join the group as well. That's going to help you get new members to join. Run competitions on your Facebook page to get new members to join your group. That's up to you what you want to run for that competition. But the more people you've got in this Facebook selling group, you can market to them completely by yourself. You can have it set up that you're the only person putting things on there. So when something goes on there, it goes to nobody else can actually sort of be there. You can bump it as much as you like. You can put on whatever you like. But even remember, when you're doing it to your own group, ask for questions, because any of your customers is going to reply to that. It's going to put it up the Facebook feed as well, which is going to help you as well get more sales. Now, to find new customers, just quickly just covering old ground a little bit. You can place adverts on Gumtree, Friday Ad, Local iTrade in the Southwest, Spock, which is like an app which on Facebook it connects with everybody local to wherever you live. And the clever thing about the Spock is at the bottom, once you've placed your thing, you can actually then share that on Facebook, Google+, Twitter, all the different social networks. So make sure you share that button, because you never know where it's going to go. And the last one, make sure you're putting on your catalogue slips as well. You've got a Facebook group to ask, just that you need the email address so you can actually get them connected to the group. Now, we've got 22 million people in the UK on Facebook. And usually when we're dropping the catalogues, it's usually the woman of the house that's placing the order. But we've got lots of products in there that will catch a man's eye. So it's about getting everybody connected on Facebook. So have a goal to have 500 in your Facebook. So I'm sure I'm going to get a lot more to join than that. And remember to sponsor new people too. And I've got a few cues in the back end of that. I haven't got a clue why. So here's some absolutely great tips for you there to expand your group, because it's the key of building a customer base. You just don't just want a one-off sale when you're never going to go back. You want to go back and see them all the time. Now at this point, I've been in Clean Easy 22 years, and some people have been buying for 22 years. So it's no good just getting a sale off Facebook and dumping them. If you could add up the amount of money some people have spent off 22 years of like customer service with looking after people right, we could do exactly the same with Facebook groups. And I can see this goal of 500 being absolutely smashed. So thanks for these tips. I'm going to share it on the training page. If I missed anything off there, or you've got a tip which thinks was really good, just comment below that, and look forward to watching everybody's groups grow and their sales absolutely explode. And also remember to get people to join your team as well, because the more people that join your team, the bigger it's all going to grow.